What a day for minorities in Singapore. If you're a Singaporean competent in higher institutional level of Mandarin, this trend does not apply to you. But for the rest of my friends who have seen that our local universities are rolling out more Mandarin taught postgrad programs, let's all take a moment to process that marginalization of minorities has gone from a superficial radar to fully institutionalized. I know such courses were already in place since 2020 or before, but now that it's gaining ground again in our local universities, it's a signal that opportunity and success is increasingly more tied to Mandarin proficiency. And I get it, it's practical due to China's rising geopolitical power. That's the reason why my children are learning Mandarin in school as their second language, on top of Italian and Malay at home. They are struggling because it's so difficult for them with very little exposure at home. But no choice, if they don't struggle now, they're only going to struggle 10 years later when the economy is Chinese dominated and Mandarin speakers have a clear structural advantage. As a minority, you either work harder to survive or risk falling down the trenches. I went to school, somehow picked up Mandarin to fit in socially, then I got into a local uni and received backhanded compliments like, wow, Malay's so smart one, I thought only Chinese can go uni. I graduated and applied for jobs and see Mandarin speaking candidates preferred everywhere. Finally, after getting a job, I heard a director flat out said Malay and Indian candidates are low quality candidates. What was once informal discrimination is now becoming formal policy. Local universities normalizing courses in Mandarin promotes the idea that Mandarin fluency is not just helpful in social settings but essential to advance academically and professionally. And where does that leave the rest of us minorities? Those whose cultural identities, families and languages don't revolve around Mandarin. I've seen comments online from the majority Chinese population voicing against it and bringing up issues like immigration and cultural integration. For once, let us minorities hold this narrative that we are initially marginalized through cultural and language preferences, East Asian beauty standards, negative racial stereotyping, hiring and leadership roles biases, and now we are going to be marginalized further by state and structural policies favoring China. In the grander scheme of things, it's much easier for you to participate in and benefit from initiatives designed for Chinese from China than it is for minorities to find equal footing in those same spaces. This statement was made back in 2021 to gaslight minorities into thinking our experiences are just in our heads. Are we still going to deny this now?